Hey everybody, it's Mr. Never Stops Exploring here. I'm on Rainbow Island in Voyageurs National Park and on Namakan Lake. Got kind of a cloudy, gray day here today. Was raining overnight, but the precipitation has subsided for now, and according to the local weather synopsis, that's going to be the case for the rest of the day, so I'm kind of excited about that. Weather's been very sunny and very warm. I've been up here for almost 2 weeks now, and I've only had like 2 or 3 rainy days, and most of the precipitation has occurred during the overnight hours. So, but as you can see today, the gray skies and everything persist, which is kind of nice in a way compared to the every day being sunny scenario, sunny and hot. So this is kind of nice. Just kind of taking advantage of the day here, and just kind of burning some paper products, some waste products that I've had, paper plates, paper towels, so on and so forth, and a few eggshells, as you can see there. But I love Voyageurs National Park, and Voyageurs is one of the few national parks in the country devoted specifically for motorboating. You probably knew that. There might be 1 or 2 others, I'm not sure, but Voyageurs National Park is one of the few in the country devoted specifically for motorboating and motorboat camping. See a lot of motorboats up here. I saw a few canoes yesterday, and that's always nice to see. The Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness, the BWCAW, is just about due east of here, and that's a big no motors allowed park, paddle only. But my first experience with Voyageurs National Park came in 1995. First of all, I grew up in Grand Marais, and I had been familiar with the whole North Country scenario, ever since I was a little kid, and got exposed to the BWCAW in high school. Went to YMCA Camp Manojan. That was an awesome experience. Went there two summers, and after that, I graduated high school, and then just started going on solo canoe trips through the BWCAW after that. And 1995 rolled around, and I decided to take a major expedition. At that time, in 1995, I'd had some particularly difficult times in my life, and I decided to close out my apartment and quit my job and just head out into the wilderness. And I ended up paddling from one end to the other. I put in at Sagnaga Lake, entry point 55, and I paddled all the way to International Falls throughout the course of the whole summer. And it was all said and done. I was out there for 58 days, and I swung through Ely, Moose Lake, all those areas, and just had an incredible time. And I took my journal with, and still to this day I read in my journal about the times that I had then, and it's just neat to see how differently I thought then and stuff. I'm so glad I took a journal. If you come up here for a long time, I recommend taking a journal with you, because years down the road, you're not going to remember the little significant events that occurred in any given day. And it's neat, just years down the road, just say, oh yeah, I remember when that happened. That was cool. A journal is something really neat to have. So, but anyways, getting back to my point, my first exposure to Voyageurs National Park came on that 1995 trip when I paddled from one end to the other, because you have to go through, of course, Voyageurs National Park to get to International Falls. You go up through Kettle Falls and Rainy Lake and so on and so forth. But that was my first exposure to it, and I fell in love with it then. In 1995, when I made it to Voyageurs National Park through the Loon River area down by Crane Lake there, I decided to rent a powerboat, and boy was that nice. After having canoed and paddled all summer long, I rented a powerboat from one of the lodges and just zipped around all throughout Voyageurs National Park on that 25 horse. And that was incredible. I'll never forget those times. That was absolutely wonderful. But anyway, so finally I got back in my canoe and finished out my trip and paddled all the way to International Falls. So, but anyway, that was my first exposure. I've been in love with it ever since. I try to come up here every year, and just to stay in touch with my roots and to do the things that I love to do. I love to snorkel. I snorkel all around the campsites and everything, looking for fishing lures. That's one of my favorite things to find. Found a Maglite flashlight the other day. Lots of golf balls at this particular campsite. But snorkeling is one of my favorite things to do. Fishing, of course. You come up here, you should be a fisherman. I've caught lots of fish. Seen some snapping turtles, big snapping turtles. There's very, very large snapping turtles up here. And they tend to come out early in the morning and they bask in the sun on the rocks and stuff. But anyways, kind of forgot what I was talking about. But so anyway, yeah, Voyageurs has always been in my blood. I love it up here. I'm not sure how many annual visitors they get every year, but I know it's quite a few. And you see all kinds of different boats up here. You see, boats that are designed for very big water. I was down at Hamburg Marine yesterday, and I saw a boat that was clearly designed for the oceans. It wasn't large, but it was one of those completely sealed that can flip completely over and they pop right back up, like the kind the Coast Guard uses. And I thought that was kind of silly looking, but, everyone's got their boats and stuff. You see canoes, like I mentioned, but mostly it's just runabouts and, small pleasure craft and so on. So, but I see it's starting to rain here a little bit of spray coming down, so maybe I'll kind of cut this short. But anyway, yeah, there's a myriad of islands up here, and all different kinds of campsites. If you like campsites, close to the beach, there's those. There's really sandy campsites. There's really rocky campsites where you got to go up. There's one due east of here behind me in the bay that's way up on top of a rock. I couldn't imagine lugging all my gear up those rocks, but I've been up there and kind of checked it out and stuff. It's all right. It has a nice view of the lake, of course, because you're up above everything. But there's campsites on islands. There's campsites hidden away in bays. There's tons of campsites here in Voyageurs National Park, and something to make just about everyone happy. But I chose this one, Rainbow Island, and I'm very, very satisfied with the. It's a large campsite, and there's a couple different areas where a guy can pitch a tent and stuff, and that sort of thing. Has a nice fire ring. I'm seeing a lot of new picnic tables at a lot of these campsites, but you can kind of see it kind of goes up there, and then the island goes back that way. But there's a lot to this island. It's a pretty good sized island. Not huge, but there's a lot of areas and things you can do, explore and stuff. So, but anyway, you can kind of see, if I zoom in here for you, see that gray way back there, way down in there? All that's just mist and rain starting. So I suppose I should kind of cut this short, but that's just an example there of more islands, and then this is an island here. That's the mainland there, it's a point. And then this is just the bay here. And then back behind me, which you can't see, is O'Leary Lake. You got to go down this bay and around the corner. And O'Leary Lake, you portage into that. I did that with Toby a couple days ago, and that was a lot of fun. So a lot of exploring on this trip, and just very, very satisfied with this trip here in mid-July of 2011 to Voyageurs National Park. So, all right, well, for now, I guess that's it. And I guess I'll leave you hanging with that, and that's just kind of a little bit of info about Voyageurs National Park. So thanks for watching my videos, and be sure to check out some of the other videos on this very channel that describe and show in pictures examples of various campsites and stuff and other things about Voyageurs National Park. So, but again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed them, and I hope they're a little bit educational, not too boring. So, you guys have a good day, night, whatever time it is, whatever part of the world you're in. And for now, Mr. Never Stops Exploring, signing out.